Okay, so more helpful tips. On our trip to Florida, we actually drove through asphalt. So fresh asphalt will leave tar or asphalt on your vehicle. So you need either a tar remover, or if it's Sunday evening and everything's closed, you can also go with this right here. So yeah, we're gonna be careful with it. Obviously, we're gonna put it on the tar spots for about 10 minutes at most, and then we're gonna just rub it all off with a microfiber towel. So let me show you what that looks like. So the Bronco that went to Florida, not my Bronco, Mary's Bronco, is all messed up from this asphalt, and before I rub too hard with a mitt and scratch up the clear coat, I'm gonna put a lubricant agent that helps eat through. So I'm not sure if you can tell right here, but this asphalt spot right here is actually starting to leak. You can see that the WD-40 is working through it. So, helpful tip. Earlier, 2.7 liter, you could think that you can tow a whole lot, and it can't. And that's because of the suspension. You don't want to be, going over what's allowed by law. If ever you're to have an accident, it would be very, very serious. You'd be treated probably like a criminal if you were pulling, let's say, 6,000 pounds with it. Broncos are rated at 3,500 pounds. If that's what the government tells you to do, that's what you got to do. So you'll be in real trouble if you get into an accident. And you're probably going to be real upset if you have a wonderful trip to North Carolina, Outer Banks, and a wonderful trip in Florida. But then when you get back, you find asphalt on your vehicle. But you can see even my nail is starting to rub out that spot. So this right here, when you're in a bind, it does a whole lot, and it actually gets asphalt off the vehicle. And like a big dummy, I was rubbing away real hard with a soapy mitt. And then I got the clay bar out and I was rubbing real hard with that. And I'm probably going to need to polish the clear coat because I am certain I've done a little bit of damage to my clear coat. But this here does the trick. So don't tow too much. And when you do have an issue with the vehicle, Google it first. Either watch my videos and follow for, helpful car care tips, because that's what we're about at Johnny's Car Care and Reviews. We're not just about reviewing vehicles and talking about vehicles. We're also about car care. So before you mess around with your Bronco, just make sure you Google up some good answers, verify what you actually find, because sometimes you'll find just about anything on the internet and it's not always right or good. So make sure you check multiple sources. But on Johnny's Car Care and Reviews, we make sure we read a lot before we come out with a video. So this trick, I do know it works, but do really keep in mind, extremely, extremely important. After you do this and you take it off with a microfiber towel, you need to wash your vehicle and wash it twice with soap. Get this off your clear coat. You don't want to have any long-term effects because it stayed on too long. So put it on, wait 10 minutes, wipe it off with a microfiber towel. And if you do, ideally do get an actual product meant for taking off asphalt. So get bug and tar remover. But it's Sunday. I don't want this drying on all week because I only come home when it's dark at night. I leave when it's, well, now at least it's light when I leave, but I get home, it's dark. I don't have time. So I want a quick fix, a quick solution. Ideally, use bug and tar remover. And if you can't, and you're in a real bind, but either way, make sure you double wash the vehicle after you have removed this with a microfiber towel. So I hope I've been helpful, because that's what we do at Johnny's Car Care and Reviews. That's our goal. Thank you so much for watching. If you do want to help dress and feed that poodle and put him through some very expensive sports, those balloons are very expensive for Winston. Like and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. Thanks for your help. Take care, y'all. Okay, so here we go. We've got the microfiber towel. You can see those spots right there, there, and there, and every freaking where. Now, give it a little rub. Not much of a rub. And it's almost gone. So easy peasy microfiber towel squeezy. Definitely going to want to wash this WD-40 off, like I said many times. definitely great if you can have if you can have the actual bug and tar remover, but sometimes you're in a hurry, you don't want this stuff drying on more than it can, more than it has to, and you don't want to spend the freaking week with this tar on your vehicle. So that takes it right off. I barely rubbed, because before I was scratching away with my nail, and scratching away with your nail at tar spots are going to give you little scratch marks in your clear coat. That's not what we want here. So let's check out the other side. So this side is absolutely the worst. Let's go check this out. It is all over the paint job. You can see right there. And you can also see microfiber towel. Boom, it's gone. So you barely have to rub. I've let it soak in for 10 minutes. And these spots here are going away. So I'm gonna finish that off on my own, but I'm not having to work, excessively work and get tired and sore, but it's also more about not scratching away at the paint and causing damage to the clear coat. So when you do get asphalt spots, you definitely want to get those off, and you definitely want to, if you can, get a bug and tar remover, but if not, WD-40 will do the trick, but make sure you do double wash, and easy peasy lemon squeezy. We've got the trick right here to get off all those spots. So this, does remind me though that having proper mud flaps would have avoided most of this, because the doors are littered with asphalt spots from bottom to top. And if I wasn't so cheap, I wouldn't be doing this, because I think proper mud flaps would have avoided all this. And this is why it has been my #1 accessory for a Bronco from the very beginning. So get your mud flaps, spend the money, but let's hope that something comes out that doesn't cost, $500 for the front set and $500 for the rear set, because that's just kind of overkill. A little bit too expensive for my blood. Not famous, but famously cheap. So here we can really clearly see what dried on asphalt looks like. You want to get that off. Doesn't just look awful, it's not the greatest for your paint. Completely the result of not having any mud guards. So you want to get that off, and when you're done taking it off with your microfiber towel, make sure you throw that in the garbage. The asphalt will re-harden on this and will be a good source for scratching your paint in the future. So don't be cheap. Don't be like me. Throw it away. It's just not worth it. Now, if you really want to help the channel out, just hit that like button and subscribe. Do consider becoming a member and share. Thank you so much for watching. Now I'm just going to let a few pictures of some Broncos go by, because we need help picking our future Bronco for down the road. We're talking about 1.5 years down the road. And it's a long, hard process because, well, when you Sasquatch things, they get complicated. So let us know your favorite opinion. Also, we do this channel because we want to help out. And just recently, a pretty big news source was saying that the Bronco can pull 6,000 pounds. Now, that is incredibly inaccurate, and we do need your help. So, help us out and subscribe, but also it's going to make sure that you don't miss out on really interesting information about, buyer's help, ordering help, really what you need to know on these wonderful Ford models that interest you. So thank you all so much for the support. We wish you a fantastic week. Take care.